We've reached match day 3 here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships at the Toyota Soccer Center in Frisco, Texas. And this game coming at the boys 18 and under level between Davie United Sharks and West Coast FC Armour. I'm your host, Mark Serban. It's a pleasure to be with you for this one. West Coast coming in off of a tie and a loss on the first 2 match days, looking to finish out their campaign in style. Well, Davie United coming in off of a win and a loss. Just need a win or a draw today to go through. So for the team in blue, it is all about getting the point necessary to advance. This is Davie United out on the field. West Coast still in their huddle. West Coast in all white jerseys with black numbers. Well, Davie United in all blue with white trim. So it'll be West Coast to kick us off. They'll be attacking to your left. And a classic West Coast versus East Coast matchup. And it's the West Coast who will get us underway. California versus Florida here in Frisco, Texas. So the referee just making sure that everything is set. Max Roschneider standing over the ball. Wearing the number 10 for West Coast. Check of the watch from the referee. And the final 45 minutes of the group stages are underway here at the U.S. Youth National Championships. And it's West Coast looking to possess in the early going as Lopez gets it forward. This one pushed inside. It's a good run from Carey, puts it across, and it's an early goal for West Coast. What a start. The first time Davie United are touching the ball, they're picking it out of the back of their net. Their first attack of the game, off the kickoff, West Coast. And what do? They score a goal. It's a great ball in from Lopez. Got it into Bowen. He fed it to Kyle Carey, who played it across. And then the finish was applied, and it is 1-0 West Coast. And coming over to make the clearance is Morale. Has played up the wing on the far side. Grossi spins. And forward for Andoni. And almost able to smuggle it through, but instead it's West Coast to go the other way. Bayud by that early goal. This is a good spin. It's Carey flying forward. And Carey off of him last, so it'll be a throw-in for Davie United and Alan Salcedo. So Salcedo's throwing. Ferreira. Bowen. And Blake Bowen continues his run. He's looking to serve it in. And this one caught up in the air, and it's catching practice in the end for the keeper. Out off of Lopez. And the throw-in goes over the head of Ferreira. And that one went off of Mora, so it'll be a throw-in for West Coast. This should be another throw-in. Quickly taken by Bowen. Forward for Carey. Carey has it wrestled away from him. Will be another throw-in for Carey. This will be a throw-in for Salcedo. Salcedo's throwing, looking for Mora. Instead, it's headed back the other way. And this one stayed in bounds. Players go down, and it will be a free kick for West Coast. And so it's Blake Bowen who's coming over to take. Bowen's actually going to leave this one off. He makes his way into the center. Rocheter's free kick, drills it in. It goes all the way through, and it's cleared. Now Davie United flying the other way. Forward on the far side. And that's good defending to get it away from Andoni. Six-minute, and it's a 1-0 lead for West Coast, who scored inside the first minute of play. This one smashed into touch by Zachary Howard. So it'll be a throw-in for Davie United. Mora gets it inside. This is a good run as it comes back to Mora. Salcedo screaming for it to be switched. Said it's a nice combination to open play up for Grossi. Now played inside for Mora. West Coast unable to clear their lines. And now it's going to come out. And that one just too far ahead of Morales on the far side, so it's going to be a throw-in for Davie United. Mora tracks it down. Has it poked away by Howard, and Howard clears it into touch. And that will be a free kick. As Rodriguez was clattered into. Good to see that Rodriguez is okay. Rodriguez, though, is bleeding. Good sportsmanship, though, by Blake Bowen to check on him and make sure that he's all right. It was good to see that he popped up right away. Well, I do believe that he is bleeding, so he'll have to go over for treatment. So the first substitution of the game will need to be made by Davie United. Lopez steps in. Flying forward, Lopez. And he's disrupted. And now the space is really opened up. Roshinder gets it to the far side. The flag stays down. West Coast have a 2-0 lead. Roshinder with a beautiful ball, and Carson Kendall smashed it beyond the keeper. So it'll be a throw-in for Antoni on the far side. Carey plays it forward. Now to the near side for Bowen. Bowen waiting for the overlap from Lopez. And now Bowen, still going Bowen, somehow gets to the byline, pulls it across, but it's too close to the keeper. Now Salcedo brings it forward. And leaves it off for Ferreira. And too far ahead of Salcedo. Lopez will let this one run out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for West Coast. On a day that Davie United need to win to progress to the semifinals, they trail early 2-0 to West Coast FC Armour. And Salcedo won the header. Pops up to get the second ball. Still Salcedo. Gets it through for Ferreira. Luciano Ferreira. Still going Ferreira. And it's cleared into touch. It took a deflection along the way. And it's going to be West Coast ball. Bowen will leave this off for Lopez. Looking over the top. The header from the goal scorer, Carson Kendall. Mizrahi gets it to the far side. Mizrahi into the middle for Montenegro. And pings it into the feet of Ferreira. Ferreira turns, Ferreira! Good save. They're still trying to go through. Well, they're having trouble getting it clear, West Coast. And finally, they're able to through Roshinder. Salcedo. Inside for Montenegro. Ferreira. Ferreira charging. Unable to smuggle it through. And the break can be on if West Coast can hurry. Sprayed to the far side from Carey for Howard. Howard played it behind Carson Kendall. And it's cleared away by Salcedo before Carey could get on the end of it. And for Salcedo. Inside for Ferreira. Ferreira. Good skill from Ferreira, but an even better tackle. Intercepted. Over the top, looking for the run of Andoni. And getting it clear is Jadbabai. '15th minute, and it's a 2-0 lead for West Coast, and they're on the charge again. That move peters out. This is a strong challenge. Now Davie United looking to pull one back. Ball into Ferreira, and it's cleared away by Lopez. One back by Mizrahi. Still plenty of time for Davie United Sharks to get back into this one. Starting to find possession here. Grossi. This is Montenegro. Morale. Salcedo. Morale. He'll leave it off for Montenegro. Oh, this is a lovely move. And it's opened up the space for Salcedo. There's time to turn. Ferreira realizes it. Everything gets really compact around the 18, doesn't it? Morale. Salcedo able to turn Bowen. Salcedo trying to get it inside. Now over the top, looking for the run of carry, but this one will come all the way through for the keeper. Tomanchik gets it back to his keeper. Roll it out to the near side for Salcedo. And he'll leave this off for Morale. Mizrahi lets it run. Ferreira gets it back for Montenegro. West Coast taking off down the far side. And stepping in is Tomanchik. And this will be the hydration break. 2-0 West Coast FC leads. Carson Kendall smashing in the second goal after West Coast took the lead less than a minute in to this match. And we're going to take a break up here in the booth as well. We'll be back with you for the remainder of the first half. Back from the hydration break. 2-0. West Coast leads Davie United. We've had 32 goals through our first 3.5 games so far here on Field 4. This one intercepted by Ferreira. One back by Aquino. Abunzanava gets it across. And it's back to Abunzanava. And Abunzanava will find his center back partner again. Howard gets it forward, intercepted. Andoni chasing on the far side. And West Coast able to get it clear. Back for Howard. And across for Abunzanava. Lopez. Abunzanava slides it forward for Bowen. And one by Salcedo. And intercepted. It's space for Carey to run. Carey working on morale. Carey skips by him. Does well to shrug off the challenge. Pulls it back. And it's good positioning to cut out that cross at the top of the 6. Kevin Lopez is throwing. And Roshinder will get it back to Abunzanava. This is Blake Bowen. Skips by Salcedo. And can't get it past Morale. Good defending for Morale coming over and cover from his center back position. It'll be another throw-in for Kevin Lopez as there will be a change for West Coast FC. Bowen, and the offside flag is up. Salcedo slides it away from Bowen. Mizrahi looking for options. Bowen forward for Carey. One back by Salcedo. A great job by Carson Kendall to get back and win it. Kendall plays it along the line. And this went off West Coast last. So it'll be a throw-in for Davie. Can the Florida side pull one back? Trailing 2-0. Morale. be a free kick as Mizrahi is brought to ground by Carey. Good sportsmanship from Carey, coming over to make sure he's all right. And quickly taken by Mizrahi. Montenegro. They're flying forward. 2 to find in the box. Top for Montenegro, and a great job to get back and win that ball by West Coast. And Aquino has done a great job tracking back in the middle, and it's opened up the space for Carey. He can't get by Morale. Tenacious defending for Morale, not to allow Carey past him. Carey gets by Morale this time, plays it back to the top of the box, and Mizrahi intervenes. Picked off by Howard. Roshinder will get it back. Abaunza-Nava.
Relax, relax. Yeah.
Lopez did well to keep it in and get it back to Abaunza-Nava. That one over the top, too far for Carey. Kendall chasing, and went off of Kendall last. Thrown for Salcedo.
On his back.
Aquino 11, Max, you go here. Max,
No foul, just no turn.
Montenegro gets it to the far side. It's a good build-up.
Yes, sir! Good, Trisha. Tighter, Aquino, on your left.
Chased down on the far side by Mora. Back to Montenegro. Try to drive it in. Flag stays down, and a tremendous save. Great ball, drilled into the path of Ferreira, who was making the run, but the keeper came out and keeps it at 2-0. Salcedo so close to keeping that in. And even after he wasn't able to with his foot, he almost did with his head.
Smart.
Lopez at walking pace. Gets it back to Abaunza-Nava. Far side for Howard. Bowen. There's a player struggling. And looks like Kendall is limping off. And so the man who scored the second goal will need to come off and hope that he's okay to enter back in. Look like he's grabbing onto his hamstring. So we hope to see Carson Kendall again. He'll be replaced for the moment. What's coming in for him is Sergio Gutierrez. And Sporting League given back to West Coast by Davie United. It's the California side who are in the driver's seat. 2-0 lead on the half-hour mark here in Frisco, Texas. Lopez Abuunzanava. Roshinder. Carey. Space for Carey to run. Has Roshinder ahead of him. It falls back to Carey. Somehow gets through 3 players, but can't beat the keeper. Oh, what a goal that would have been. Stephen! Oh! Justin Steffen so close to making it 3. And now a substitution for Davie United, as they have to deal with a corner kick. So it'll be a corner kick for West Coast, looking to pad their lead. This one close to the keeper. Oh, it's wonderful distribution. Just a bit of miscommunication as Benjamin Grossi played it out of bounds. And another change to be made by Davie United, as it's Morale who will come off. So Anibal Morale will get a break. And checking in is Gabriel Friedman. That's the first touch for Friedman as he nods it out wide. And Roshinder goes down. Wants a foul, he's not gonna get it. Oh, it's a great tackle on the far side. Inside for Grossi. To the near side looking for Ferreira. That's who out wide. Who? Ferreira is looking to drive. Ferreira at the top of the box, popped back over, looking for the run of Ferreira. Well defended by Lopez, who clears it to safety. Now we're gonna have our second hydration break. That's the first time we've seen that here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships, but it is a hot day. At this hydration break, in the final moments of this first half, it is 2-0. FC West Coast Armour leave Davie United Sharks. back from the second hydration break here in the first half. It was a hot day in Frisco. You understand why they need 2 hydration breaks, as the temperature now at 100 degrees, expected to continue to climb all the way through the remainder of this match, up to 102. As West Coast United with a 2-0 lead over Davie United. West Coast FC scoring both of their goals inside the first 15 minutes. This is a heavy challenge. That's great work from Aquino. He's broken up a lot of moves in the center of the park for West Coast, and it's opened up opportunities like this. Carey puts it in the danger area, but Mario Calderon was arriving too late. So Bowen's gonna leave this one off for Lopez. Ferreira spins. It'll be a throw in for Morale. Ferreira will leave this one off. Manchik gets it off. Andoni working his way top of the box, Mizrahi, and Andoni will be whistled for the foul. Calderon dispossessed. Mizrahi. Lovely turn from Mizrahi, now looking for options. Intercepted on the far side. It's a buccaneering run from Stephen. And he wins another corner kick. Justin Stephen has been really impressive in this match. Second corner kick he's won today. Will be an in-swinger from the far side. This one played in low. And pump back in, goes all the way through to the keeper. Who? Ferreira takes the inside route. It's Montenegro ahead of him. Slides it all the way through, and the flag goes up on Andoni. Now a double change to be made by Davie United. As who is going to come off? So Hu and Mora both leaving. And the substitute hustling. That's a good hustle as it wins the throw for Davie United. Great work right off the bench from Gustavo Coriel. That's the other sub taking the throw in Constantini. And Doni tried to let it run. And that one hitting off the post, and they've pulled one back. Davie United get a lifeline. It's pinball stuff, but they won't mind as the pressure pays off. Great work from Carlos Castro. It was his block that came off the post. He reacted quickest and smashed it past the keeper. Game on in Frisco, Texas, 2-1 late in the first half. Two to one, Davie United pulling one back. So we're in the 42nd minute. Coriel chasing. Was a bit of a heavy touch from the keeper, but he's able to get it away. That's a strong run from Mizrahi. Back to Montenegro. Trying to get it to Castantini on this near side. He's in a battle with Lopez. Castantini wins it. Oh, the subs have been really good since coming on. And working their way into this box is Ferreira. The keeper comes out to make the save. That's excellent goalkeeping. This one too far for Carey to chase. So that'll be Castantini's throw-in. Lopez clears only as far as Montenegro. Coriel with a little touch back from Montenegro. Ferreira overtakes. Top of the box, oh, trying to smuggle it through. The West Coast able to deal with it. Intercepted by Tomanchik. Aquino. Ball asking a lot of Carey as Tomanchik heads it the other way. Carey gets it, and Tomanchik's there again. A space is open up for Montenegro. And that window closed down just a bit as he had to bring it under control. But he's able to get it out wide. Inside for Coriel. He's trying to get it to this near side for Ferreira, but that cross is blocked. Now we'll come back to the keeper. That's Sevilla's clearance. It's a beautiful ball. Neatly brought down by Justin Stephan, who's come over to this near side. Mizrahi asking for options. He'll lay it back for Tomanchik. Looking for the run of Ferreira over the top. Lopez heads it away. You need to be a bit more technical with it at the back. And panically cleared. Castantini will take the throw in. And Mizrahi will get the free kick. Can they find the equalizer before halftime? It's a free kick for Davie United. The Sharks are circling once again.
I got two.
Eight. Tight, Justin. Ian, it's coming now, it's coming now.
Played through the header. Fins up. They're level. Tomanchik up from his center back position. Gets the goal from the set piece. Now Davie United. A point might be enough to take them through, but they're gonna want all three. But they've come back from 2-0 down to tie it 2-2 as we are nearing the halftime whistle. Keeper comes out to take. That's a good job from the keeper. You always look for the quick distribution, and when it's not on, you pull it back and get everybody forward. Carey chasing. Oh, almost won it. Curiel flicks it on. Oh, the keeper was off his line. That's a great effort and an even better save. Sevilla almost caught in no man's land, but he makes amends. And now Tomanchik will get forward again, this time for the corner kick. Corner's taken short. Plenty of players to find in the box if they can get the cross off. It's clipped in, it's another header, and it's just missed. Oh, Friedman was there but couldn't direct his header goalward. As we're 3 minutes in stoppage time. 48th minute. I think the way they're playing right now, the momentum's going, Davie United does not want this half to end. West Coast definitely need the relief rather of the referee's whistle. As Castantini makes the interception. Forward for Ferreira. Aquino. Aquino flies past the challenge. Forward for Carey. Has the beating of Friedman. He plays it across, and there were no takers at the back post. All it needed was a touch. Played over the top. Neatly brought down on the chest and cleared away by Jadbababi. West Coast scored 2 goals inside the first 15 minutes, but the Sharks have clawed their way back, and at the break, it's West Coast FC Armour 2, Davie United Sharks 2. We're going to step aside, but we'll be back with you for the final 45 minutes from group play at the USU Soccer National Championships.
Forget last year. It's gone. Ancient history. It's time to forget about failure and how you came up short, how you missed the mark. Yeah, it's time to forget about the man you should have marked, the run you should have made. Remember that shot you should have taken? Time to let it all go. Forget about it. It's time to go to work. It's time.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period, that's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
This broadcast of the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships is brought to you by AE Engine Media Marketing, AmericanEagle.com, Bag Tags, Bubba Burger, Cliff Kids, Dick's Sporting Goods, Expanda Brand, Fusionetics, Major League Soccer, Nestle Nesquik, Nike, Positive Coaching Alliance, Premier International Tours, Soccer Shots, Sun-Made Raisins, Target, Turbo Sports Group, United Soccer Coaches, Wilson Trophy Company, and Yokohama. We got a good one here between Davie United Sharks and West Coast FC Armour. 2-2 after 45 minutes. Hoping for more of the same here in the final 45 minutes of group play here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. If Davie United are able to pull out this victory, they will go through to the semifinals. We were down 2-0 to start this game. Gave up 2 goals inside the first 15 minutes, but have clawed their way back. Second half underway from Frisco, Texas. Field 4 at the beautiful Toyota Soccer Center. West Coast flying forward. Carey gets it across. Keeper able to make the save. And he was able to pounce even though he was fouled, so it'll be a free kick. West Coast so close to starting the second half, just as they did the first half. Scored straight from the kickoff to start this match, and then almost scored there. Gurriel flying forward, and it's smack clear. So it'll be a throw-in for Davie United. This is Grossi. Has his pocket picked. Tomenchik has the game-tying goal. This is Friedman, looking for options forward. Friedman drills it down. Won by West Coast. And they'll get it back to their keeper. Good work by Steven to get out of traffic. And comes back to the keeper. Right back into Steven. Inside for Morales. Leaves it off for Aquino. Nice little touch off. Now flying into the box is Carey. Oh, heavy collision.
Holy shit. All right, cool.
Oh, it's good to see that he's able to get up. Keeper Tyler Hogan coming over to check on the Davie United defender. It's good to see that he's all right. That was a nervous moment. So it was Mizrahi who went over the boards. Curiel brings it down, leaves it off. This is Ferreira, and Lopez is able to get back and falls for Curiel, and his shot is blocked. Maybe a corner kick. And Friedman and Tomenchuk, the tall trees, will come up from the back. This should be an outswinger from the far side. Grossi's corner. On the top of the box. And Antoni's shot is blazed over. Who? Good shielding from Andoni. He wins the throw-in. Much to the chagrin of Jad Bababe. Jad Bababe in a battle with Curiel. And Jad Bababe wins it. Oh, it's a nice move to open things up. Out wide for Ferreira. Ferreira comes inside, tries to combine with Curiel. It's a good sliding challenge to win it back. Aquino. Mizrahi trying to slide it through. Couldn't pick out the run of Andoni. Who reads it well? Oh, and Aquino let it run. And Curiel will have a shot. It's charged down. Sergio Gutierrez wins the free kick. Carey battling, but it's played away from him. And now it's Davie United looking to go the other way. Curiel tries to hook it out wide. And the run coming in from Ferreira, but this ball will come all the way back. Montenegro unable to bring it down as it was too heavy off of his chest. And Castantini doing the defending on the far side. Doni, Curiel. Back for who? And Jad Bababe came through the back of him. So it's who stands over it. Tomanchik will get it over to Friedman. Costantini and Ferreira looking to build down the far side. Comes inside for Grossi. Benjamin Grossi gets it back, forward for Ferreira. Ferreira tried to leave it off out wide, but instead played into the channel. Well, it's a 2-on-1 if they can hurry. And this is an offside on Carey. Oh, now they're gonna say it's a free kick, so the referee was playing advantage and then pulled it back. And now, the ref's not happy with somebody. I believe he's gonna show a yellow card to Tomanchik here. So Tomanchik goes into the book for dissent. And it'll be a free kick in midfield for West Coast FC Armour. Bowenza Navas free kick. Stevens trying to bring it down. Clipped away from him. Curiel helps it forward. Andoni chasing. Howard got it back to his keeper. Jad Babai. Aquino. Abounza Nava. Sit out to the far side for Lopez. Aquino checks in. Instead it comes back to Abounza Nava. He'll settle it down and assess his options. And they'll hit the reset button. And it's West Coast FC to come forward again. Ferreira, 56th minute. Grossi. A lovely one-touch passing to open up a little bit of space. Now what they need to do is get an outlet ball, but they're unable to find it. When you open up that space with those first 3 or 4 passes, then you need to have an option in the center to play it into a new pocket of space. Instead, it'll be cleared into touch for a throw-in. Ferreira. I've loved his industry today, Ferreira. Now slides it through for Curiel. Curiel to the back post. All it needed was a touch, but Andoni couldn't get there. And it remains 2-2 as we head toward the hour mark in Frisco. Morales wins the first header. Stevens the second ball. And cleared away. Now over the top, and Andoni was offside, so he's going to let this go. And so back to the keeper it comes. Ferreira, and the offside flag is up. Wilson did make the save, but it didn't matter. So it'll be a free kick for Mitchell Wilson. Morales gets it back from Stevens. Morales plays it across, and it's cleared out by who? Jadbabai's throwing. Stevens. Morales with another good ball in, and this time it's Friedman stretching. That'll be a free kick for the call at the top of the box. Tyler Hogan smashes it forward. Jadbabai clears. Guriel. Steven steps in. Gutierrez. Played forward looking for the run of carry. Gets by Friedman. And Friedman able to recover, but at the expense of a corner kick. So a corner kick for West Coast. And this one swung in, the header off the crossbar. Carey's header off the post. And somehow it stays in. This is still Carey. He tries to play it across. Gutierrez lays it back. Jadbabai to try his luck, and he almost picked out the upper corner. Oh, what a sequence of events there. Now we'll have the hydration break. Right when things were really heating up for West Coast FC hit the crossbar and the post off the resulting corner, and then Jadbabai's shot just missing wide of the near post. And with the temperature at over 100 degrees, we'll have the hydration break, and we're going to step aside, but we'll be back with you for the conclusion of this match here on the U.S. Youth Soccer YouTube page. Somehow it remains 2-2 after West Coast FC hit both the crossbar and the post. So we're back from the hydration break. It's the 64th minute. Wouldn't be surprised if we had one more somewhere in between the 75th to 80th minute. So we did have 2 hydration breaks in the first half. Temperature is in triple digits. So it'll be a goal kick for Hogan. Montenegro misses it. Ferreira helps it on to Andoni. Andoni pokes it back for Ferreira, who mishit his shot. Stevens. Gutierrez. Carey was able to help it back into the run of Blake Bowen. Too heavy of a touch off of his boot, and it goes out for another goal kick. Great hustle up top from Carey. That'll be another throw in for Davie United. This one will roll all the way through for Tyler Hogan. Hogan with a booming punt. And Grossi just skips over his foot. Stevens, Curiel getting back, and Stevens shielding well. Jadbabai gets it back to his keeper. Wilson will go over the top, over the head of Gutierrez. Bought down by Aquino. That's a great job by Montenegro, but he plays it right back into the danger area. Aquino gets it out wide. Beautifully weighted ball by Aquino. Now players to get in the box. The cross goes askew. And Bowen frustrated with his effort. Lopez gets it away from the pressure of Andoni. Montenegro out wide. And this is Ferreira. It's been all over the field, the number 10. He continues his run. Still going Ferreira. Gets to the byline, pulls it back. Andoni! Took a deflection on the way out. It'll be a corner kick. There's been chances at both ends. It remains 2-2 here in the second half between Davie United Sharks and West Coast FC Armour. Six players in and around the box for Davie United. Cross comes in, headed away by Lopez. And Stevens able to poke it away. Carry. That's a great challenge from Andoni, and he wins the throw-in. Oh, that was such an important tackle. Because not only did he win the throw-in, but if he wasn't there, it would have been a counterattack going the other way. And Lopez was clattered in too. So Curial commits the foul. Free kick pumped forward. The game really getting stretched. Andoni. Who heads it back in? And Montenegro will be called for the foul. Sergio Gutierrez for West Coast. And he'll win it in midfield. Aquino will play it short. Abuinzanava will get it out wide for Lopez. Over the top and headed out by Friedman. Abuinzanava looking to go over the top. Stevens seizes the loose ball in midfield, and he'll get it off for Jadbabai. Space for Morales. Who wins it? And Jadbabai comes in from behind. So it'll be a free kick for Tyler Hu. That's looking for the flick on from Curiel. Headed only as far as Grossi. He'll play it out wide. This is a great run forward for Castantini. Castantini gets around Bowen, but the cross is too close to Mitchell Wilson. Wilson off his line. Good goalkeeping from Mitchell Wilson, and the throw out as well. Stevens being watched by Curiel. Forward for Morales. He can't get past Tomanchuk. And then it was out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in for Tomanchuk and Davie United.
Go on, 9. Thank you.
Gutierrez intercepts. And gets it again. Try to find Bowen on the far side. Instead, it's Castantini to go forward. Ferreira has Curiel ahead of him. Ferreira at full speed. Grossi. That's Grossi going through the gears. It's Grossi looking for the curler. Excellent effort from Benjamin Grossi. And we'll have our substitutions. So it'll be a double change for West Coast FC Armour. Aquino wins the header over Grossi. Morales able to shrug off the challenge of Mizrahi. Oh, it's a good one too with Carey and Bowen. Bowen pulls it back. Carey! West Coast FC retake the lead. Blake Bowen to Kyle Carey, who buries it into the far corner. And they're gonna have to fight back once again. Davie United battled back from 2 goals down to tied at 2-2. They're gonna have to pull another goal back here and get the point that might be enough to take them through to the semifinals, but they're in real trouble here. 74th minute. 16 minutes for West Coast FC to claim their first victory of these national championships. 16 minutes for Davie United to try and find the equalizer and possibly all 3 points. Had to go a long way to retrieve that ball. Should be ready to get back underway here at field 4. 3-2 West Coast FC lead. And a goal by Kyle Carey. Him and Bowen have been a threat all day down the flank. That's the second time that that combination has led to a goal for West Coast FC, who lead 3-2 over Davie United. Lopez to get it back. And smashed clear by Mitchell Wilson. Another change for Davie United. The Sharks need to pull one back, need to get level if they're going to have a chance of going through to the semifinals of the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. But it's West Coast FC who are on the attack. There's a player down, and the referee should stop this one right away because he's holding his head. And still the referee lets play go on. And now he'll stop it. And so the trainer will quickly come out into the field. And we're gonna have another hydration break. But we're in for a good finale here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. At the second hydration break of the second half, it's West Coast FC Armour 3, Davie United Sharks 2. Stay with us. Three to 2, West Coast FC leads Davie United. As West Coast FC sportingly gives it back as we're into the final 10 minutes of this match. Hogan's punt. It's a line drive, and Howard clears. Only as far as Montenegro bounces backward on him. It's good to see that Carson Kennedy's back into the match because he had to go out with what looked like a hamstring injury in the first half. This will be a free kick on the far side. Oh, it's a great run down the far side from Ferreira, and he wins the throw-in. Lopez steps in. Carey wins it. Kendall's all alone in the middle. Carey's gonna take this himself, and Hogan with the save. And Kendall can't believe it. He would have had a tap into an empty net. Oh, what a big save that can turn out to be from Tyler Hogan. This one curled in, and Hogan punches to safety. Brought down by Aquino. Inside for Ferreira. Skips by Aquino. Ferreira plays it through, and the flag goes up against Andoni. Oh, offside on Andoni. And another substitution as Angel Morales is gonna come out, as is who. So a change for each side. Well, that's a heavy challenge. Carey getting a talking to from the referee. This one comes across, and Wilson pulls it out of the air. Wilson's free kick. Tomanchik clears. Grossi sidesteps Aquino. Out wide for Ferreira. And Ferreira, I think he mishit that one. Was in two minds, rather to shoot or thread that one through. And it goes all the way to Wilson, who will take all 6 seconds. Von Kennel wins the header. Sent the other way. Mora gets it to Grossi. Unable to find Ferreira on the far side. Kendall leaves it off for Aquino. That's good work by Roschneider. Forward from Hogan. Lopez sends it down. As out off of Kendall. On the throw and right back to West Coast FC Armour. Forward for Kendall to chase. And Kendall's bundled over and it'll be a free kick. And it's gonna be a yellow card as well. So Mora gets the yellow. Carey trying to take it to the corner, and he's just going to hold it there. This is good management from West Coast FC Armour. It'll be another throw-in. They're keeping the ball in the corner in the 88th minute, West Coast. And they're doing a good job of it too as they look to see out this game. Now looking to counter, but Von Kennel stopped that. Mora gets it forward for Montenegro. And flying up the near side is Castro. Castro, that's a really good header in for Antoni, but coming across is Howard. A good job from Castro not to let that be cleared out, but it will be a throw-in. And so it'll be a throw-in for Jad Babai. And now Castro could be in trouble here. So he went into the back of Blake Bowen. So what's the ref gonna do here? So just a talking to for Castro.
Carlos, stay up! Carlos, stay up!
Now the two of them getting into it. Von Kennel comes flying in. Mizrahi. Montenegro battling. Headed back by Mora. Grossi gets by Bowen. Grossi at the top of the box. Unable to get it through, and it's swept clear. Carson Kendall will get onto it, and he's going to try and take it to the corner. Working on Tomanchuk. Kendall able to keep shielding it off Tomanchuk, and Tomanchuk wins it. Good work from Tomanchuk, and he'll bring it forward for Davie United. And the Sharks strike once more and get the equalizer. Antoni out wide for Ferreira. Ferreira! Just missing at the far post.
I got fouled! I can't do anything!
In the first minute of stoppage time. Had 2 hydration breaks, some other, should be a significant amount of stoppage time. Castro. Header right to Von Kennel. And back to the corner, they'll look to go through Blake Bowen. Leaves it off for the run of Roshander. And this will be a free kick as Bowen's brought to ground.
Carlos, get out!
And now a sub for West Coast.
Keep on the whistle.
So it's Roshander who looks like he's going to come off. Hogan thunders it forward. 93rd minute. Far side. And they're gonna let this run out for a goal kick. West Coast FC trying to see out this game. Carries tally in the second half the difference. And Wilson working on a clean sheet for the 45 minutes he's been out here. Everybody forward now for Davie United. Grossi off for Ferreira. And Montenegro's tackled. And now it's a 3-on-1 if they can hurry. Real heavy challenge. As Von Kennel is down. And sliding into him was Salcedo. It's good to see Von Kennel get up. He's done a good job of clogging up the midfield to see out this game for West Coast FC Armour. Howard blasted into the corner. That's a gorgeous ball from Howard and neatly brought down. And that's a bad challenge on the far side. And now the free kick is called. And the ref's gonna pull it back. This one deep in stoppage time. 3-2. West Coast FC Armour looking to outlast the Davie United Sharks and finish their campaign with a victory. So a sub comes in for Kendall, who went down under that challenge. Blake Bowen. Still going, Bowen! He can't find the killer blow, but more time will run off this clock. In the 98th minute, is there one last chance for a foray forward for Castro and Davie United? West Coast FC Armour hang on for the 3-2 win. and in doing so, keep Davie United from advancing to the semifinals of the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. That will do it for us, for everyone at Turbo Sports. For our producer, Alex Bousquet, I'm Mark Serber saying so long from Field 4 in Frisco, Texas. And this match finishes West Coast FC 3, Davie United 2.